Going to talk to you about SEC scholarships.
Okay, hello, my name is Shaylin Slape. I'm the scholarship coordinator here at SBC. I work in the advancement office, which houses our South Plains College Foundation office. We work in close relation with the development office, the Office of Development and Alumni Relations. They're responsible for getting funds for scholarship endowments that will benefit students that attend any SPC campus. So you don't have to come directly to Levelland. Those scholarships are good for the Reese Center, Lubbock Center, Downtown Center, and the Plainview Center. All it requires is that you complete one general scholarship application. For those of you that have walked in late, I've got handouts. The portal is closed right now, so I can't get into it to show you. So I did print off some screenshots of everything. We do all of our online scholarship or our scholarship process all online. So as long as you complete the one general scholarship application by March 1st at 11:59 p.m., you're in the running for all the opportunities that are given out by the foundation office here on the Levelland campus. It does require that you be a student, an active student, or that you've at least applied and been admitted into South Plains College. Your SPC credentials is what is used to get into the portal. So it's your SPC email address, the first part of that email address before the @ symbol, is what I tell students. That's your username. So it's your username and whatever password you have set up for your portal accounts. It says the whole email address, but ignore that. It's just the username. So come November 15th, this will reopen. You can get through the website by going to the main webpage. I can't move them. I'm not holding them. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's some banners down here on the main webpage that have financial aid, advising, testing. One of those is scholarships. So if you click on this link right here, it's going to take you to the scholarship page. Click on the more link. It'll bring it up sooner or later. And there it is. It needs to be updated because, as you can see, I didn't know the date had not been changed. But we'll get that taken care of. That first section is going to be for students that have not applied for admissions. So if you're a current student, you can ignore that first part. Go to the bulletin 1 to get to the web address for the online portal. When you first get there, it's going to show you all the opportunities that are available for SPC students. There you go. So if you see this, you're at the right page. So you'll sign in with the blue button with your SPC credentials, and it's going to take you to that first screenshot where it asks for your name and whatnot. If you've ever applied for scholarships before, that should autofill from your last application that you did. Really, honestly, all you need to do if you've already applied for scholarships once is just update your information. So get a new reference letter, add to your resume. Would you like to know what you do outside of school, whether it be working, volunteering, maybe coaching a little league team or little dribbler team, if you're active in your church, just those type of events outside of school. If you've gotten any awards or recognitions from coming to school or again through your job or from other organizations, you can include that. You're competing with over 1,000 students for these opportunities. So anything eye-catching is what you need to put in that resume. The next section that we require is that you do a reference letter. It's not required, but we do recommend you get at least one reference letter. That reference needs to be somebody other than an immediate family member. Again, it can be a professor, it can be a teacher, it can be an employer, just somebody that knows your character. It needs to be a positive reference letter. Please give them plenty of time to get that done. They can either directly hand you the letter
and you can upload that to your application, or they can do it through the portal. If you send them an email request through the system, it's going to send them an email and give them instructions on how to log in and submit that reference letter through the internet, basically, or through the email. So some reference writers do not want you to see what they write. So if they do it through the website or through the portal, that is one way to guarantee that you do get your letter without being able to view it. We request one, but you can have up to 3. If you do get more than one reference letter, you'll need to combine those into one PDF file. The system likes PDF. So if you will get Adobe Acrobat or whatnot, scan all those individually and combine them into one file, you can get that uploaded to your application. Since you are current students, we won't need your high school information. So you can leave the ACT or SAT in the high school transcript. You can just leave those out or delete them to a blank line. Most of y'all have gotten at least 12 hours of college credit, and that's what we require to look at your GPA for the school. We do ask for transcripts from other universities or organizations that you've gotten college credit from. So if you have those in records and admissions, you can put down the school and just put in there that transcript should already be on file with records and admissions or enrollment services. And we can go in and look at that, or I can move that over to your application. With that said, you've heard it a million times. If you go to class, you're probably going to do very well in your academic areas. But if you're not wanting to go to class and whatnot, it may be a little rough. Most of our scholarships require that you be full-time unless you're over the age of 25. If you're a non-traditional student that's 25 or older, we have a few opportunities that are specific for that age group that will let you or allow you to receive a scholarship and be part-time. Most of them do require that you have at least a 2.0 GPA. If you're taking remedial classes, I can calculate that into your GPA. You won't get docked for taking those remedial classes. Are not really remedial, but the new term that they have it, which I forgot. But we will include those classes in your GPA, although it's not on your transcript. Any question with an asterisk? Through those screenshots, you may see questions with an asterisk. An asterisk means that is a question that you have to answer. So like in the short essay section, we ask you 5 short answer essay questions. There is a word counter in those text boxes. Please write more than 1 sentence. We get a lot. They want to know more than just 1 sentence. So take advantage of the help that you can get here at the college, whether it be through the tutoring services, I guess right here on this floor, or from your Star Center advisors, or any other professor, English professor, or someone that you feel comfortable with that has those good skills that can help you. Although there is a word limit, like I said, we'd like for you to do more than 1 sentence. We need you to be as concise and descriptive as you can be. That last question in that section has the question, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself? You still have to answer that question. A lot of students will leave that blank and it won't submit all the way because they have to put something in that box. So if you get down to that 5th question and you don't have anything else to say, be sure to put an NA or non-applicable in that box. That way there is at least something in that box to where it'll let you submit. Another question on there is a question that asks if you're related to a regent. It's also a required question. We just have to do that by law. Board of Regent is our governing body here at the college. More than likely, you're not going to be related to any of the regents, but you still need to click that as your answer. And most importantly, type your name and put the date of the application. I encourage students when this opens, which hopefully it will be open November 15th for the 23-24 school year. As soon as you open it, I would just go ahead and scroll down at the bottom and put type your name and March 1st, 2023, and hit save and edit. Because it's one less step you'll have to do whenever you do get ready to submit. And if you're in a hurry and you forget and it's not going to submit, you're going to be very, very disappointed. So just make sure you've got all those boxes checked and completed that you need to have completed. This application is also used by departments. So if you've got an indication as general studies as your major in enrollment services, get that changed and pick something that's more specific. Departments have scholarship funds that they can give to students who are majoring in their department. So if you're a pre-engineering major, or maybe you're a nursing major or pre-nursing, they have quite a bit of money to give. And normally they're looking for students to give that money to, but they have not applied. So if you will go ahead and just make sure that your major code is very specific, it's going to shoot you to those opportunities where they are divvied out or chosen by the faculty of the different campus majors here on in each area. The general scholarships, those go to a committee of faculty and support staff. Each application is reviewed 3 times. And then we take that average and they give those to me. And then I start my awarding process for general scholarship awards from top to bottom. So take the time to do it. Ask questions if you need to ask questions. Don't be afraid to do that. If this is your last year, I don't know if we've got sophomores in the room, but you need to start looking at wherever you're transferring from. You need to check their deadlines for scholarships. I know for like incoming freshmen for Texas Tech, their due date is December 1st. So be mindful of the dates for the scholarships that need to be completed for each school that you're interested in attending, because they will be very, very different. Ours is late. I feel like March 1st is a little bit later in the semester. Most of them usually do it by December or February at the latest. So just be mindful of what's required and when those are due. Do y'all have any questions for me?
So you can work on it. You don't have to, like, once you open it, you can work on it throughout.
You can save and edit as long as you want up until 11:59 p.m. on March 1st. And March 1st this year ends up being on a Wednesday. So, and if you don't get documents uploaded by that time, I will usually contact students. If I can't open documents and whatnot, I'll usually contact the student, ask them to email that directly to me, and I'll get it uploaded to the application. But again, anything that you upload needs to be in a PDF file format. This scholarship portal does not like Google Docs, and it does not like Apple Pages. So I know on Apple products, you can save as an Adobe file. So that's what you'll need to do on those, because like I said, we can't see those files through the portal if they're in that format. And really, if you do the short answer questions, you can turn that into an essay fairly easy. Again, if you'll just go to your tutoring services, they may ask different questions or whatnot, but this will at least allow you to have an opportunity to get your thoughts down and whatnot. You don't have to do an essay for every application that you fill out. Get one that you feel confident in, and then just adapt it to whatever application you're filling out. Don't put that much stress in writing by doing one for everything that you hope to get or hope to apply for.
Anybody else have
Do they have any
questions?
Yes, sir.
If a professor gives us a reference letter, would we have to type that in to the?
No, if you don't have access to a scanner and they hand you a letter, you can drop it off to the scholarship office and we'll get that uploaded to your file.
Okay.
Or if they want, they can email it directly to me and I'll get it saved into an Adobe file and upload it to your application. You just need to make sure that You tell them to put your name and ID number somewhere in that letter, so I get it to the correct account.
But also, if you have issues, if you don't have a scanner, we have scanners here at the Star Center. To see your advisor, or if they're busy, you can see Yvonne at the office, work study. We can scan it up and upload it for you.
Don't let that stop you from doing it. I think a lot of students get nervous because they don't have a way of doing that. But there's plenty of places on campus that you probably could go to for them to scan that information in, even if it's at the library. I think the library has a copier also. So if you get something and you can't get a hold of anybody else, you can go to the library either on the Levelland or East campus, and you can type in my email address, which I do have some cards, and you can type that email address in the copier. Hopefully you can do that, and it'll email it directly to me.
Yeah, but just take in mind that we have the flash drives or thumb drives here, so in case you need to save your documents on there. We have access to scanners. We have tutors, and we have the staff that can revise and edit your paragraphs on your scholarship. And say, all you gotta do is ask. But don't be afraid. Just like I said, just ask. We'd rather you ask a question and submit it and then get a scholarship than not do it just because you're afraid. So, like I said, just ask.
We gave over $1.3 million this year alone, and not all of that has been awarded yet. I've still got departments that are turning awards in. So it's well worth the time and effort to do it. Now, will the scholarship budget be that big next year? I'm not for sure because the market's so volatile right now that we have to adjust our numbers to reflect what is going else is going on in the world. But it will probably be at least $1 million or a little bit over. So apply. We don't like to keep our money in-house. We like to give it away.
You mentioned that you didn't want like one sentence for the essay.
Yes.
Is there a link?
The text boxes will give you a length on how many words you can put in that box. And of course, if you go over, it's going to tell you that, and it's probably not going to let you submit, but it'll at least give you an idea of how many words you've written and how long your response is, to where you can go back and edit that. Like I said, you can edit and make changes up to your application up until March 1st at 11:59 p.m.
Any other questions? No? All right, but even if you come up with questions later on, you can always email or call the scholarship office coordinator.
Yes, come get a card that has my email address. This probably also has my email address, and then I have chapstick. I'm moving up in the world to where I can give things away, so please take chapstick. And if I don't have enough, let me know, and I'll get more.
It's cold weather season, so you
I know.
need some chips.